Crazy train. If you can hear me, I will say this. If by tomorrow morning the Watts family has not made a public statement that they are not on board with this, Lana, and this website, then, they can really, they must simply not be dealing in reality or dealing with facts, and they're not hearing what obviously anyone with a brain is hearing. So I don't know. And if there's any doubt, as like Lana is not using this as a money-making deal, the fact that she promised Jay $1,000 a week, okay, and then would double that with what money she doesn't even know. She compares her website to Patreon and really doesn't know the difference. How can you not know the difference? Why is it so like orange dark? Between a personal website that you create on WordPress with, if you have the merchant part of it that also comes from WordPress, and no, you will see the information of the credit cards and everything else. Okay, so how can you compare that to Patreon or to PayPal? But she does. And I'm going to go through everything that she does because it's insane. It's absolutely insane. Kubi, Aurora, Sean, Happy, Linda, AJ Vintage, Janice Wolf, Mrs. McJagger, Al's Pals, Adriana, Sean Sneed, Liza Ward, Janice Wolf, Francesca, Shar, Moo of Two, Kubi, Larky, Jen Grills, Linda Gelb, Jane's mom. You stopped watching a car chase? Oh, that is real love. Hi, Kevin Leonard. Hi, Deborah. Dina. Jerry McKay. Okay. Roxy Lady. Shannon Marie. Nora Woods, Julie W, Susie B. Okay, we'll just wait for a few more to get in here because otherwise they'll say, "What did you say?" Because I have my notes to pull up. Hi, Bergstrom. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Mandy C. Hey, H. Ruby Girl. Hi, Carol Plant. Hey, Sandra. Crazy train. Okay, so the first thing is some text messages, right, that are being passed around between Jay and Lana. And so Lana says, I have a bunch of meetings this week. I'm going to need to send you stuff and for you to sign stuff. You will get paid per episode and for prepping for episodes. $1,000 per week is what our salary will be for the podcast production. So $52K a year. And then Jay says, are you effing serious? Where's this coming from? And Lana says, are you mad? No, she's not mad, Lana. She's licking her chops, okay? So she goes, I'm signing you to a 1-year contract. Okay. Are you in? And when she said, where is this coming from? She said, from the nonprofit organization guidelines of the business operations. I just set up my company today. I put us both down for that. I need a co-host, and I told you I picked you. The family loves you, and it will work well. Probably, after year 1, we can make it $150K per year. But we have to start somewhere, and this is what I'm comfortable offering you. Are you in or out? Okay, are you in or out? So, yeah, that's where the money's going. That they would both be getting that in this, nonprofit, which she didn't. She keeps saying she's just doing this for the family. That acted like she wasn't drawing a salary. We knew she was, okay? And then when trying to explain where she's getting this $1,000 a week, she says something crazy like, well, it's 4 families at $250. 4 families? What 4 families? They're not representing anybody else now. So then she says, it's very simple. This is not coming from just me. This is coming from other companies. And then if we get the producers, and she's going on and on about these other companies and these producers, and this is the budget line, and that's why she offered her that much. But depending on the production companies, it could go up very quickly. And she said that Jay was very concerned with where she was going to get her notoriety in all of this, and said that, why is this all about you, Lana? What's in it for me? Where am I going to get my notoriety, And Lana, very selflessly says, I don't know what notoriety anyone wants. It's all about helping families. And when asked about what happened with Kim, she said Kim didn't want to go to Denver. Okay, Lana said, why does Chris not have lawyers to Kim? Kim said it's because she wants to get the power of attorney over Chris with Ronnie. To which Lana says, oh, that's ridiculous. There's only so much time to file this 35C. And that Lana said lawyers told the family and her that was not the way to go. Okay, when Kelly was mentioned, she seemed pretty standoffish and said Kelly was a family friend. She was only there for support. And she still did not even support as a friend, is what she said. And she said she has nothing to do with this. She explains that her and Ronnie went, and it says basically Jay was there with her husband like on a vacation. And she didn't fulfill certain things, but she wouldn't go into details why Jay is not involved at all. And she said she wanted to do this very professionally. This was not a party. She wasn't there for a party because you don't go into lawyers' meetings with an entourage. When asked if she retained lawyers, she became very standoffish. It's all on the website. She just wanted to keep saying it's all on the website, go on the website, go on the website. Now I'm going to show you some things about that website. She changed the website. We're going to get into that in a minute. This is all on the website. There is full transparency. The website is family run, she says. All the information is there. And the reason they went with the website is because the noise needed to be stopped. And that's why she started this whole nonprofit thing. The website was launching, and you're going to find out that this is what the website is supposed to do. She talks about Jamie's Journal podcast, and you can see a little clip of it on the website now. There are some pictures of her and Chris growing up. It's going to start in April, and she's going to give a weekly podcast, which is basically going to sum up what's going on. So let's look at the lawyer's website for a second, okay? Okay, this is the lawyer's website. It's going to be interesting because she says these lawyers, well, they endorse, this is her wording, they endorse the Family for a Family, Fight for a Family website. So I wonder if a call to these law offices is going to say that they endorse that site, meaning that if you're giving your money to that site, these lawyers are endorsing it, okay? And the Central Parks 5 long legal nightmare ends as a judge approves a $41 million settlement. So they're having that as one of their accolades. Our attorneys, civil rights law, criminal defense, locations. So if you go to criminal defense, homicide, robbery, drug offenses, fraud, and many other crimes, DWI, weapons possession, rape, and money laundering. I here do not see, remember she said it was 35C specialists, expert attorneys, the dream team. Remember that, all this stuff she said? Well, when we go here, yes, she says these are the attorneys. She says there are two firms. You know, it appears to be a husband and wife. She says they have tons of credentials. It's all right there. And how did she go about getting them? She says someone named Melanie Sedlak, who is a well-known defense attorney. Well, that Melanie called Lana personally because she was so impressed and liked Lana's professional email that was sent to her. And she said that Melanie talked to her and then she recommended me to the best, is what she said. And Jane, one of the attorneys here, spoke with Lana and they agreed they're going to take this case, and the retainer, they need a retainer. She finally said the Watts paid the retainer. She would not say how much was paid. She said it's none of anyone's business unless they are a member of the website. And she said we absolutely did retain them. Otherwise, they wouldn't let us put their names on the website. But it's none of anyone's business. It's not that she's not being honest. And she has to get approval for anyone she puts on there, because she's trying to do it all the right way. Okay? And how are they going to get paid? She danced around that and then said yes, they would be paid. These people joining the site would go, that money would go to pay these attorneys. And she also said they have another attorney named Hollis, and he's one of the best in the country. They've agreed to take it all on, and they're on this timetable to get the 35C. And they themselves said there's going to be a lot of time invested in this for any firm. Okay, and these are the conversations she had with Jane. Then she went on to say later on that she made a 2-hour presentation to all of these attorneys that she went to in Colorado. So can you even imagine that? If it's anything like the presentation she's doing here, she sat there for 2 hours and these attorneys said, yes, I'll take your money. Okay. So let's see. She said everyone needs help, so we can help people. Now, these lawyers say they do some pro bono cases, but she has said they are not going to do anything pro bono on this case. Okay, and then she said, where Chris is concerned, is Chris changing his story? And she said, well, he said a lot of different things. He wants his 35C and he wants his day in court. When asked about the new evidence, she doesn't come out with anything, and all she's saying is you wouldn't have these high-profile attorneys taking this on. And she said she retained these lawyers 2 to 3 days after they got back from Denver. And they're able to meet with Chris in Dodge, course, that'll be flying, back and forth and billing that also to the Watts, of course. And everything that goes along with that, if that is even true. And then she said, she danced around the nonprofit. So everything about the nonprofit will be on the website tonight? Yes, but she laughs, she giggles. She said we had to have a separate agreement. And anytime someone else is paying for something, meaning a third party is paying for this lawyer, when asked about who the third party is paying for this lawyer, I mean, it was just, she talked in circles. It was just word salad. She didn't know what she's talking about. And then, again, absolutely, the retainer was paid by the Watts. Absolutely. And there was a deciding factor with the firms. And there were some that said they would not take it on because of the media surrounding this case. But this Jane over here said everything that she needed to say to show that they were experts about this, and that's why they went with that. Lana asks, why would an attorney take a case that they can't do a good job on? They would never do that. When asked about the family going into debt over this, she said no one is going into debt now. Okay? And just told how much they want the truth, and they're going to get the truth now. When she was asked why can't they get it from Chris, she said maybe he doesn't even know the truth. But the website, now this is where a call to the lawyers would be interesting, because she said the website is completely backed by the firm. Okay, I don't believe that. They would never, no lawyer would back someone else's website like that. They don't know Lana from a hole in the wall. If she's committing credit card fraud, they're not going to back that website. She's lying. She doesn't want to speak for anyone. That's not what she's doing. She never wants to talk in the past. Yeah, but yes, she does. Jamie's going to do the weekly podcast. They will keep everybody up to date. And she wonders why everyone is still talking about this case. And the Watts need so much help because they can't do this themselves. And then she says something that NK called a PR firm that Wednesday. She called a PR firm, okay, to help her do things. And why didn't the Watts, get this help? We don't know what happened. She couldn't nail down when she got involved with the Watts. She said she's been involved with them forever, but then really couldn't say so. But then she said, well, then Kim, she started to do it when Kim, she was, upset about Kim going for that power of attorney. So when was that? The fall? So she's only been speaking with them, the fall. I think it's later than that she actually spoke to them. And they tried to get a lawyer. They can't get a lawyer. She wants to say that he didn't have fair representation. How could he have had fair representation? Because she claims the defense did not get the discovery, that the motions filed on August 29th denied them of his constitutional rights. And so she is a lover of the Constitution and wants to help him. Okay. The website is for the Watts family. They have not had their own voice heard. They want their voice in their website, in a website that's not going to be about bullying. So now the family has lawyers that are going to get the truth. People can believe it or not, she says. And she thinks we're here because the true crime community wanted the truth. So she said she wants to live in the future and the present. She won't answer questions like, why doesn't Chris have any of his real life friends coming forward and saying anything, that he was treated unfairly? Discovery, she just thinks the discovery is ridiculous. And the lawyers are, again, she says, endorsing the website. you're paying $10 to get the truth, but that's not true, and I'll show you. Everything is in the words of Fight for a Family. Jamie, Cindy, and Ronnie are victims. If the state of Colorado did the right thing, she says, if they stood by and said both families are victims, that would be something else. But what they did is gross negligence on the state of Colorado. And she said, and that all adds up to ineffectual counsel. No, it doesn't, Lana. Oh my goodness. She talks about false confessions and how she speaks to an expert about false confessions, and that if one small thing is not true in a confession, then the entire confession is false. And that's another thing she's pointing out, that it's a false confession, and everybody knows it. Okay. There's 93 reports that were done by August 29th, she says, and the defense didn't have any of them. And that is just, that's wrong. Okay. Let's see here. So she had this eye-opening conversation with this false confession expert. So her time in Denver was so useful because she had these 2-hour presentations she did for these attorneys, and then she spoke to these experts. And if the people that were hired to do their jobs in Colorado just did their jobs, they wouldn't be here, you know? And she wants to know, what experts did they hire to look at all this stuff about Chris? And how come they didn't get these 93 reports? And the judge didn't even rule on it, she says. She got the lawyers now, and the truth can come out. It's finally going to get to hear the truth. Okay, you can think whatever you want, but educated lawyers, she said, are not going to take a case that they don't think they can win. And they have people who are in the true crime community who can support this. Okay, so she's looking for all of your support people. You can help support this, and you can pay Jamie's salary for her podcast, and you can pay Lana's salary for their podcast. They want to start at $52,000, but they'd like to go up for $150 at least within the year. So please give generously to this site. I'm sure you really want to do that. And then let's not forget, Ronnie is the VP, so I'm sure he's drawing a salary as well. And you do want to support them because they're finally getting their voice heard. So make sure you just go up there. You can put a donation. It won't get you. You can put a one-time donation. Won't get you access to the site, but you can donate $1,000 if you want. You're not going to get in that site yet, okay? I'll show you that. But there's a little problem. You can't just pay for 1 month, even though it says you can. And the terms of service she had, they're not even able to be seen anymore. So I'll show you that too. She goes on exactly what I said by saying that this WordPress site, okay, and where things can be directed in an instant, that kind of thing can be done by a very novice person on websites. I've done it for my own. I've done it all my own. She had a web designer set this up. Yeah, it really looks like it. Then she said they had the merchant services had to be set up. No, if you're dealing with WordPress like you are, it's a plugin. You don't have to hire someone to set that up there, Lana, but good one, because I'm sure the Watts don't know, so you can fleece them for that. And then they had to get a PR person. I wonder who the PR person is that's promoting this, because shouldn't we see that promoted somewhere? And wouldn't they have credit somewhere that this is being promoted? And how is it being promoted? Okay. If it is a true nonprofit, any donations would be tax deductible, so people could write that off. Where is the filing? It's not there. She doesn't say it's pending. She says it's already done, but it doesn't appear that way at all. Okay, now let's look at her website, her new website now. And look at the, you're not going to sign up for a month, okay? It's not happening. You're not signing up for a month. Let me pull this over here. Okay, so you have a little sneak peek over here. You can go to this and watch Jamie. And the membership info is now here. This looks so professional, doesn't it? And it really does. Okay, so now look at this. There will be 5 shopping cart options below. Month to month recurring payments of $10. So you're thinking, okay, I'll give $10, right? Let's keep reading. 3 months, $30. 6 months, $60. 12 months, $120. Usually you get a little break when you pay by the year, but not for Lana. It's going to be the same price. Okay, Lana, that's the first thing, that you get a little break, and that's what encourages people to take the extended, to extend their memberships like that. But okay. Time donation. So this one-time donation, look at this, is 1/time donation. This one-time donation does not give you access to the website, but your kindness is so appreciated. Let me make this a little bit bigger because she's got her font smaller. Your donation as a member of F4F will be the reason our client can obtain effective assistance of counsel. Being a member allows you to have access to facts, regardless of how those facts may ultimately help or hurt our client. As this case navigates through the submission of the 35C, you will have a front row seat in watching the events unfold in real time in a way that has not been done before. This website is breaking new ground in the way we share and access information important to the case from the perspective of the public. This organization is designed to keep a large emphasis on the family, while being mindful of how difficult it has been for them to continue with everyday life struggles on a journey in fighting for a loved one. Family members can and do become guilty by association in the public square. Sometimes reputations and entire lives are defined unfairly because of rumors or false narratives that become widely accepted. This is unacceptable. We need to expect more from elected officials, law enforcement professionals, and regular citizens to prevent this from happening. By holding these agencies accountable and responsible, and by providing facts of a case to the public in this forum, we hope to see more of the truth come to light. Thank you, and welcome to Fight for a Family. Now look over here. Please join us to help us fight injustice by selecting a plan below. You see how this is like, she intentionally did not distinguish this font here because she doesn't want anyone to see this, okay? If you keep finding yourself back on this page, please note that membership is required to advance to other pages. Disclaimer. You can cancel, this is like the Hotel California. You can check out anytime you want, but you can never leave. You can cancel your membership for any reason after a commitment of 3 months. Do you see that? So you're not paying $10, you're paying $30 minimum. You have to be a member for 3 months. They are going to charge you for 3 months. Okay, you're not going to be able to cancel your membership. You're going to be charged for 3 months. Okay, membership is limited to 10,000 members with individual logins. Okay, renews every month, but that's not true. Okay, you have to, you renews every month. You could take a 1-month membership, but you're not going to get out after 1 month. You can cancel your membership for any reason after a commitment of 3 months. So everyone has to take the commitment of 3 months. Okay, then you can go to the renews every month. According to that, and it may not even be that. This may just be a lie, and you have to go every 3 months. It's ridiculous. So here she's got all this. You can't go anywhere else. You could follow your money. You can watch the podcast, which doesn't happen until April. Okay, here's the court documents, which you can get anywhere. Players in the game, I don't think you need the website for that. Meet the family, I don't think you need that. Meet the lawyers, yeah, okay, you can go to their website if those are her lawyers. The mission statement, who cares? Follow your money, contact us. What are you getting here? Jamie's podcast? Okay, and then she has information on you. She has your credit card information, your address, everything she's asking for is here. And here's your little shopping cart so you can check out. And sales must be very, very brisk here. Okay. Okay, proudly presented by WordPress, the theme by A Themes. Okay, this professional website here. So professional. Their contact us doesn't even work. They should definitely have contact us, to have an email or some way to contact them. How would you contact them? They don't even have their contact information. There's nothing that shows it's a nonprofit. Okay? Nothing. You can't get to their mission statement. It just keeps bringing you back to this page. Case number 1. She's planning ahead. But all it does is bring you back there. So if the Watts watch that and they are still staying with Lana after hearing the way she spoke tonight, then do you know what? Then when they lose their house and everything else, they deserve everything. Because if they sat there and listened to this woman and feel confident and continue with this, because I think a 5-year-old would tell you that something's wrong here. So if they all think this is a great idea, then don't feel sorry for them when they lose their house and everything else. Don't feel sorry when Lana runs off with all their money, because anybody that sat there and heard her tonight, I mean, it's crazy. You think so? Is this legal, Regina? It doesn't appear that way. She's saying it's a nonprofit, but it doesn't appear to be a nonprofit at all. Does anybody feel that this is a good idea? If you were the Watts, and this is who you had in your court fighting for you, and you saw this craziness, would you feel confident? Would you continue with this woman? Or would you just cut your losses and get the freak out? Would you continue with Lana at this point? Just put yes or no. I really want to see someone that thinks that this is a good idea, because I haven't seen any yet. Fool and his money are soon parted. Good night, Paisley. Does anybody think this is a good idea? Hi, Jeanette. Hi, Snow Remover. Does it say coming April 2020? What, for Jamie's stuff? Let me see. Jamie's journal. I love the way it says that it shows a producer and screenplay, and then podcast narrator Jamie Williams, and it puts this really odd looking picture. Jamie's performance is captivating and award-worthy. Award-worthy? I guess that's the same way that she's so beautiful that she stops the traffic in town. But yeah, it doesn't, APS, coming this April 2020. Maybe she did that purposely. She's such a professional. She's such a professional. This podcast is included in your monthly membership. Isn't that special? So everybody said no. Okay, so if the Watts don't really get a grip of themselves tonight and say that this is a mistake and we better cut our losses. And I would love to see the people that signed up for this, the people that jumped on board with this, the people that wanted to give their credit card number for this, who gave $30 for this. I kind of wonder who did that. Yes, they are really involved with this person, nurse of all trades. Ronnie went away with this person, the same person that impersonates their murdered daughter-in-law and uses their children to impersonate the Watts' murdered grandchildren. That's who he went away with. That's who they put their faith in. Yeah. Really bad idea for the Watts, but they are bananas, Char says. Yeah. Hi, Antimone. Doesn't sound like it. Okay. So, does anyone know? You haven't heard anyone that signed up for this thing, correct? I really hope not, because if someone's just signing up just to see, it's very different than signing up for a Patreon. Like when someone signed up for Kim's Patreon, because Patreon is a site that's credible, and they're the ones accessing your credit card information. Hi, American Girl. But when you're on this site, this is not like Patreon, no matter what Lana tells you, and it's not like PayPal, okay? Not at all. And I can guarantee you, even your email is going to be sold. In my opinion. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Dee Dee. Hey, Amy. I have so many highs I want to say, but again, I have a terrible sweetheart right now. But goodness gracious, Lana is Luna. How can anyone believe her? I don't even know how she can believe herself. Hi, Carla. There is talk about the Watts. That the Watts are committing financial suicide. They are. 100%. She didn't mention tonight about her her business loans that she has, but no doubt she's probably trying to secure business loans, and the only people that have collateral would be the Watts, because Lana certainly doesn't have collateral. So if they're not making money on that site to pay these attorneys, where do you think the money to pay the attorneys is going to come from? If these attorneys even do this. And, you know, a simple call to them to ask, do you endorse this site? I can guarantee you it's going to be a big no. No, we don't. I don't even think she's retained them, honestly. Honestly, but... Right? Do you guys think she retained those attorneys? Do you think that law firm that she said is her, do you think that she gave them a retainer? Bye-bye bank account. Shannon M says, yeah, bye-bye bank account, probably bye-bye house, bye-bye cars. They'll be down to nothing, and then they'll say, oh my gosh, we got scammed. We got scammed. Did they mortgage their house? Retainer is at a minimum 10 grand. Well, they have that because of a payment they got a settlement, but that's not going to last them a long time because Lana knows what they have, and Lana's going to go through it. And Lana wants a salary to start with of $52,000. Okay, and to pay all these other people, including now Jamie, who took over for Jay. Probably only if there's a second mortgage. Yeah, I know, Tam, she did say the retainer is paid, but she says a lot of things. She says he has a nonprofit that's filed, and it's not. There's no nonprofit filed with that. Either way, the money will be blown. Yeah, it's really, I don't know how anybody could think that is the way to go there. What a night. Gonna rewind. Yeah, hi, Cass lady. There's, this is such a joke that she thinks this is gonna go someplace. And Jay is already bringing around screenshots. So it'll be funny when the Watts cut off Lana, which maybe they'll be doing by tomorrow morning, for making them look like a fool and for taking their money. Then Lana can team up with Jay again, and they can both go after the Watts with all their screenshots and all their stories. Hi, Kim. Yeah, I don't think they are too smart. Kim, if this is who's representing them, they're not too smart, are they? You loved her saying she's, yeah, constitutionalist, because I have it memorized. She brought up no constitutional points. I think she is confused. She's really confused. And then when asked, what is this that you think is so wrong? She said the timestamps on the messages with the realtor, they're wrong. They're wrong, and that's a big, huge problem, and that's enough to just show that they are corrupt, you know. If she thinks that kind of stuff, I don't understand how she didn't watch the Jodi Arias appeal, and you had Juan Martinez do what he did, and she still didn't get another trial. Scooter says, am I wrong because I want them to be scammed? Hello, they aren't innocent kids. They're probably my age. I say they'll get what they deserve. Sorry, not sorry. Well, this is definitely a scam, so... This is deplorable to do to the R's. They should not have to go through this again. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But you know, she's saying, "Oh, they're going to get the truth." How are they going to get the truth? That's what I want to know. How are they going to get the truth? What are these lawyers going to do that's going to get them some different truth? The truth is there. Why do these people need Lana? What is wrong with them? They can't think. Yeah, they can't. They have no voice. But now, according to Lana, they have a voice with the website. He is going nowhere. Yeah, what happened to his transfer last night? All that crap. That's all just what it was, crap. All of it. It's Sandra, it's not making it to court. It's not making it anywhere. If an attorney took it, the attorney's just looking at easy money too. That's all. But I don't even think that I want to call this attorney tomorrow, because Lana said that these attorneys endorsed this site. So I want to call them and I want to ask them if they endorse this site. And by endorse that site, what does that mean? That they're going to endorse that it is really a nonprofit. They're going to say that it's really a nonprofit, even though I can't find it anywhere. That, you know, the money's going to all have a trail to it. This is a real legit thing that's going on. They're endorsing all of this. They're putting their name on it so that people can go to their Facebook page and write all over it. I don't think these people took this case. She said she gave a presentation to, I think, 4 different attorneys at 2 hours each. She had 2 hours to do her presentations. I could see her coming in there with her PowerPoint and her foam boards. And can you even imagine the attorneys sitting there? It's just, I can't. It probably was comical for them. The lawyer's site, I'll show you the lawyers. She says she retained these lawyers. Hang on. These are the lawyers that she says she retained. Okay. And if you want to contact them to see, okay, they have a New York office and they have a Denver office. Okay, you can call them in New York or Colorado right here, but you call the Colorado and find out if they're endorsing that website, because Lana is saying that they endorse the website. I don't think she knows what the word endorse means. By putting someone's name on there, if she did retain them, that doesn't mean they endorse the website. But there's their number. Okay. They're a specialized boutique litigation firm. Remember, she said this is the best of the best. They specialize in 35C. I don't see 35C mentioned anywhere. Okay. But the National Trial Lawyers top 40 under 40 years old. Pro bono commitment, but they are not taking this case as pro bono. And okay, so here's a case. A Colorado Springs man serving a 64-year prison sentence for armed robbery has had his conviction overturned after his attorneys discovered that the state's star witness in the case had been found mentally incompetent in another criminal prosecution 20 years earlier. The witness' troubled psychiatric history was never disclosed at the 2010 trial of Tony Blue, and both defense and prosecution teams were evidently not aware of it. This is such a rare case. This is such a rare case, says David Fisher. Okay? First of all, he didn't murder his family. Second of all, he had a trial. Third of all, something was really wrong with the star witness in the case. Does this have anything to do with Chris Watts? It has zero to do with Chris Watts. Nothing. Nothing is the same. Okay? Object to new DNA testing to murder trial. This is an article. This is not something they did. Okay? These are articles. The man who was suing Denver for 30, claiming he was... Okay, let's look at this. This is an article. This doesn't have anything to do with them, does it? Or are they representing him? If they're representing this person, why don't they say they are? And what's happening with it? So this guy was coerced. How is he coerced? Confession video in fragments, a 15-minute segment on an old VHS tape, 20 minutes on another. This kid is in a small interview room with his mother and 2 Denver homicide detectives. Then the mother vanishes, and there are 3 other detectives. Okay, number 1, this is a kid. What is this about? And even with pieces missing and the sound turned down, you could chart the progress of by the kids. What kid? He was 14 years old. That's not Chris Watts. Chris Watts is not 14 years old. So she's taking hope in this. This is just an article. She's promoting something that is not possible, is a scam. Yes, Kevin. So anyway, that is just a joke. But if you call those attorneys and you ask them if they are endorsing the Fight for a Family site because you've been told that they are endorsing that, what does their endorsement mean? Ask them what their endorsement means. And I guarantee you they're going to tell you they're not endorsing that site. And they're probably going to tell her to shut up. Hi, Brooks Channel. Don't you think so? Is anyone else going to call that attorney tomorrow to see if they endorse that site? Anyone here is going to call that attorney to see if they endorse that site? There's no way they endorse that site. They wouldn't endorse a site of hers. They can't vouch for her. And there are people who make false confessions. Chris Watts is not one of them. No. They have their own press release and a special section on their site for them, on their site to see. Do you see one, Shannon, where they're saying they've taken this case? Hi, Laura Lee. They'll tell her to hush. Yeah, they'll 100%. They'll tell her to shut her mouth, or they're going to pull out of this. Let's all call. I don't even think she's retained these attorneys. She lies about everything. The lawyer could make it very hard on Lana for the false statement of endorsement. She'll just be like, I didn't know what endorsement meant. I just meant that I was going to put your name on there. I don't believe it either, Susie B. I don't believe she's retained them. I think she just said yes. Probably laughing at the DA's office. She's scrubbing her information from the internet. Yeah, that's true. She is. She's getting rid of all of her stuff. She's closing down her Facebook group. Why is she closing down her Facebook group? She's maybe trying to make a quick buck, and then she'll be gone in the night. She'll block everyone, change, run somewhere else, and probably, who knows? Who said that, Dina? What do you mean she's back? What do you mean by back? Wonder how Lana looks. She's blatantly criminal. I don't know how she's but we all know he has no chance of getting out. We've gone through that. We've gone through the plea deal. He wasn't coerced. He knew what he was doing. We've pulled up his plea deal. He was asked, not only did he check off all the boxes, that he was asked by the judge. Beyond that, on February 18th, Baumhover, Coder, and Tammy Lee went up to Dodge, and he says right there, I had great counsel. They were willing to fight for me. Okay? They didn't say, she's trying to say, the lawyers said, we don't have the evidence, we can't fight for you. Lana, that's not, Lana, why don't you, I know you were going to hire these experts at $500 to $1,000 an hour, but if you listen, he says it, both in court at the hearing, he signs it on the plea agreement, but then in February he says it again, that his lawyers said, we will fight for you. That's not ineffective counsel. He's got his counsel. They were willing to fight for him. They also told him he would have to look at the pictures because they could not have an emotional outburst in court. And he didn't want to see those pictures, nor did he want anyone else to see those pictures. He didn't want anyone to think he was a bad guy. He's still thinking that people can look beyond this one event and think back on all the other great things he did in his life, and they can still go on and say, Chris Watts, he's a good guy. That's the delusion he has. So he's zero. He's not going to get out. He's not even going, if he even fills out this 35C, he's not going to come back. There's nothing that's done wrong. You see how hard it is. There was real, what you might call, judicial misconduct on behalf of the prosecutor in Jodi Arias' case by what he was doing on the steps and certain things, and still that didn't affect the outcome of the case. Right? Hey Elizabeth, how are you doing? Tracy Harrison said, this is so funny. There really are places established that have verdicts overturned if the Innocence Project doesn't take it. There really are places established that have verdicts overturned if the Innocence Project doesn't take it. Yeah, why doesn't she go to the Innocence Project? Because they won't take it. Is there anyone... She doesn't have a channel, Kubi. She doesn't have a channel. And she's supposed to be not talking about this. That's what I thought. She wasn't going to talk about this anymore. She had to go quiet. And the reason I think she's going quiet is because she thinks then people will go to her stupid website. But, yeah, Brooke, you're probably better off. But I'm going to put the phone lines in if you want. I have to move this thing over here. But if you want to call in and talk about this, then this is just so crazy that in a way, I think by tomorrow morning, it'll be severed. If they honestly, I don't know how much they watch. I can't say anything about that family because I don't talk to them, the Watts. But if any of them watched her tonight and still are on board and think it's a good choice, that speaks volumes. That speaks volumes of, that they're either totally delusional. How could somebody really hand over thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to this woman and think this is in any way legit? And if these lawyers are talking with them, if they truly have these attorneys, I think the first thing they would be doing is shutting Lana up. This is just, it's not, something's wrong. Something's really wrong there. Okay. But I do want to talk about something else too after this. I did start watching the Mia Farrow versus Allen. And I wanted to talk about that as well. Let me go back to... There's some weird stuff there. I know that whole thing is, biased towards Mia Farrow because she's the one involved with that. And I wanted to find out, you've got Moses now, who has a YouTube channel, her adopted son Moses, who is coming out against her now, and for Woody Allen. And then you've got Dylan, who she reminds me of somebody. I know who it is now. It's somebody that's on Saturday Night Live, or was on Saturday Night Live, is who she reminds me of. Great, Mary Rose. But it's, Noreen, I watched the first episode and I started the second, and I used to love Woody Allen movies. I will not give him a penny. And you do see, is it because she's... Woody Allen picture. I don't know. Woody Allen didn't really like children. I don't know. I mean, I haven't watched the whole thing. I've heard some stuff about her as well. I think they both had stuff going on. But I don't know. I have to finish watching it. I have to see her tape. I haven't seen the little girl's tape yet. So, yeah, he married the adopted daughter. That's right. That is creepy. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's not creepy that he married the adopted daughter. But I'm also keeping an open mind about other things, because sometimes people do that to get back at someone in a divorce. So that's what I'm saying. I'm keeping an open mind until I see it. The son has come out and said, "Have you, Sensible Crime? Did you watch Moses' channel?" And he's a family therapist now. Have you watched his channel about the abuse he suffered at the hands of Mia Farrow? So I mean, it's not just. I haven't gotten into that too much now. There's a lot of things that are not making sense. Actually, Dylan looks more like she could be Woody Allen's daughter than Ronan looks nothing like Woody Allen. But there is a lot. It's not. I just don't think it's so cut and dry. Does the son of Sam Law apply? Well, that's about profiting from his crimes. But if that's fun for attorneys, no, I do not watch his channel. Farrell could be awful, and Ellen. Yeah, absolutely, they could both be. Yeah, I haven't finished it. I'm trying to keep an open mind. Dylan told. I haven't seen. That's what I'm saying. I haven't seen Dylan's story yet. And I will tell you, there is some things that I do notice in the child. Like, I tried to see if she was just, if she had a brooding child, because some kids like that, they do look unhappy, especially around like pictures. But I looked at her, and there seems to be a disconnect. Like when she's with her father, like there was one time I saw her really laughing when she was with him. But if you watch the doc, I am watching it, Mary. I am watching it. Used to love Woody Allen movies. You can't look at him now. Did you see the documentary, Carol Lucy? Did you see it? There are witnesses. Okay. Well, listen, when this broke, I was pregnant with my son Michael, and I remember I was having 8 days where I couldn't sleep because I had the worst sinus headache ever. And it ended up that I had to go to the hospital, and they had to give me Tylenol with codeine so that I could get any relief. And I was freaked out about it, and it was hot summer. It was August. And I remember the story breaking then. But now as I'm watching this, she actually found out about Soon Yi, the pictures, in January. So I'm trying to get back to that time, but I remember clearly with everything coming out, and I was getting like People magazine at the time, because she didn't even have like instant access, and I remember I was just so freaking sick, and reading that, and my mother and father were here helping to take care of the other two kids, and it's just, I remember it was just crazy. But he took her to the attic. So I'm going to get to the... There's only 4 episodes, correct? So... Oh, the best comment of the night goes to Tracy. What'd she say? Let me see. What did Tracy say? You have not seen the program? Okay. I want to see her tape. You know what? That's what I really want to see. If she... and I want to hear about witnesses and whatnot. It has to happen. I hope the wives get what they want. It's out there that they may never... There's so much going on in real life with everyone being locked in. I went back to listen. I'm probably off subject. It's causing them to act up online as well. Farrow versus Allen. It's on HBO. Sorry, it's just... There's, I think, four episodes, but I only watched the first one. And the first one is like a background on their life, okay? About how Mia was married to Andre Previn. They had twins, and then they had another son, and then she adopted 2 babies from Vietnam, and then she wanted to adopt an older child, so they adopted Sun Yi. And then some tapes she had with Sun Yi, where Sun Yi spoke about her mother that abandoned her as the bad mother, and as Mia Farrow is the good mother. And she made these tapes, okay? And then she divorces Previn because he apparently falls in love with her best friend that she's still friends with or something. She glossed over that really quickly. And was living in the city at the time, and after she was filming something, somebody told her to go to this restaurant in the city, and she did, and that's where she met Woody Allen. And he asked her for lunch, and then they went to lunch, and they started having a relationship, but he never lived with her. He never married her. He told her he didn't like kids, he didn't want kids. And he really loved him because he took her to places in the city she didn't even know existed. She seems loopy too. Exactly, AJ Vintage. That's what I'm saying. She seems very eccentric, very out there. The house is, it's almost like a hoarder's house, but a neat hoarder's house. I mean, there's a lot. Well, you feel it's very dark and very, very, very cluttered. And she moved out to Connecticut and got this house. And then Woody would come and spend days. He said the kids were very well behaved, and Moses really started to like him, and Moses said, could I go to Woody as if he's not doing anything? And yes, so he was coming and going. And then there were some like wacky things. I mean, I don't know if you saw this, the older son's girlfriend, they're all sitting in a tub. The older son's girlfriend, Sun Yi, and 2 other kids are all in a bathtub together in the Farrow house. That was a little bit weird. And then, of course, she wants to have another kid. She can't get pregnant right away with Woody. He tells her not only will he not be financially responsible for the child, he doesn't want any responsibilities of this child. He doesn't want to change diapers. He doesn't want anything. She says, of course, of course, of course. And then she can't get pregnant, so she decides to adopt. And being that her children that she adopted before are all Asian descent. He tells her, well, if you're going to adopt, why don't you think about a blonde-haired little girl? So she does get a blonde-haired little girl, but the little girl actually looks characteristically like she could be Woody Allen's child, especially at young age, because she looks like she could be like him. And then somewhere along the line, he starts to get close to this little girl, and he's buying her toys, and he's buying her things, and he's playing with her. And there's times you can see her smiling and happy, but there's times you can see her when she's pulling away from him, when he's holding her, like she doesn't look happy. Now, she could just be a miserable kid, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, some kids don't like to take pictures. My daughter didn't like to take pictures. She would do enough. When she was a little baby, she would smile like crazy. But like when she got to like 6 or 7, I've shown you after the dance recital, and I give her this big thing of flowers, and she just gave me a look like, this is enough. I don't want any more pictures. So I don't know if she could just be having one of those moods, but she's a little bit younger, so you would think there would be more genuine smile. But then in one of the clips, I did see her laughing. So I don't know if they're hand-picked those clips. Like, again, I'm trying to keep an open mind, knowing that this is not an objective documentary. It's all Mia Farrow has created this thing. Okay, so you have to understand, she's not going to make or put anything in there that's going to not fall with her narrative. Not saying that her narrative is wrong or false, but I'm saying you have to look at that. It's not an unbiased documentary. So I'm trying to look at the little kid, and I've seen genuine smiles on the little kid, but then I've also seen, even when she's in his arms, she looks like she's disconnected from him or that she's upset. How old is she now? She has to be late 30s. She has to be late 30s because she's older than my oldest. She's got to be probably 35, 36 maybe. Keep watching. Okay, I will, Mary. I am going to keep watching. Then I will keep watching. But I'm just saying, up until now, this is what I see. And then they have she gets pregnant, which I don't think this child is Woody Allen's child. Thanks, that's a book crime. I don't think it's Woody Allen's child because it doesn't look anything like Woody Allen. It looks a little bit like Frank Sinatra, but that could just be because sometimes Mia's looks could look like that, but it doesn't look like Woody Allen is the father of that child. I don't know if they ever did a DNA on him. His name used to be Satchel. He was born as Satchel, and what she was saying was that it was a very difficult birth. She had a cesarean section. She lost a lot of blood, and Woody Allen had never been around anything like that. But what he did do is he wanted to take Dylan and take care of Dylan, where she wanted to be with both of them. So, does it have to, Jeanette, does it have to with Sandy having to change? What? What are you talking about, Regina? Sandy having to change. No matter did he said if she busy kids in other ways than she. Yeah, I'm not saying that, Jeanette. I'm not saying he's innocent. I'm not saying that at all. I am against Grease or Cinderella. Jeanette, I don't know what's going on here. I stopped watching movies with him. I'm not saying he's innocent. Please don't misunderstand. I'm just saying to you what I've learned from the first episode. Sandy in Greece. He spent a year in court trying to take Dylan, Ronan, and Moses away. Okay. Yeah, I know Ronan does. But I also don't think he's Ronan's father. But we'll see. I mean, I'm keeping an open mind. That's all I can tell you. I'm keeping an open mind with it. Now, Oliver, who is she's? Who's she's? Who's she's? Hi, Judy. So the number's in Slack, if anyone wants to call in. Oh, yeah, I didn't say, I do see a troubling behavior in the child with him. But I am going to take it episode by episode, and I'm really trying to look at it for the first time. It is her side, absolutely. Surely to have done his DNA. She would think so, but I don't know yet. Hi, Davida Lane. Now, tomorrow we're going on a road trip that we were supposed to go on last Tuesday. So we're going to go on that road trip tomorrow, knock on wood. And I'm going to take you along, which means that I'm going to connect up here at about the time of last time. So it's going to be about 11:15 probably in the morning. And then I'm going to leave it on and connect from the car, and that way it's going to be a way that you've never gone with me this way, ever. I've never taken you this way. So, we're going somewhere totally different. So, yeah. And we did film, let me go about what I did today too. I did make another thing of the caponata. Came out really good. I used the cooking wine this time. I took close-up pictures of everything, so I have the video. I have to put it all together because I had to take it in different pieces. And then it was really nice. Now, when I say really nice, it's not like Scooter said 60 degrees, but it was, I don't know, maybe 40 something, but it was nice. But then it started to get cooler as we got home. But anyway, we went for a walk around the lake and ran into our neighbor, the one that got the drone. And I have that to go up to. Did not get the rouse. That's a good thing. I'm going to check Rayo's. Let me check when I thought that was coming today, but it didn't. And it looks like the taste test will probably be Thursday, because tomorrow we're going out and we're probably going to stop at this barbecue place if they're open. But you're going to be along for the ride on that one. Let me see where my Rayo's is, because I thought it was coming today. I was really upset about that. Not being there. Let me see. Arrives by Wednesday. That's tomorrow. It's on its way, it says. Let me see. It will be here by the end of the day. Tomorrow it left New Jersey at 7:31 tonight, so it's probably already in New York and it's ready to be delivered. So that'll be good. And yeah. Tomorrow. That's good. So that'll be Thursday then. That'll do a taste test on that. Then Friday I have to go for my biopsy. And, oh, here's Davida. What else did I do? So I did the caponata. I did some cleaning. Oh my gosh, I went down to go organize some craft stuff because I've been doing this DIY and I need to find these bunnies that I bought last year, which I thought I knew where they are, but I found a bunch of other stuff and I didn't find the bunnies yet.
Wait.
Hello, Davida.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I have a couple things.
Yeah.
The sewing machine, remember, it was broke.
Yeah.
I called. They don't make them anymore.
What kind of sewing machine?
It was the Gemini, Crafter's Companion.
Oh,
I said, so now what do I do? And she said, do you want a refund on the part or the machine? I couldn't believe she was asking me.
Right. No, I'll just take the part, thanks.
Yeah, I'll just take the part, forget the machine. I said, no, I want the refund for the machine. I said, I can't use it without a bobbin.
Right.
You know, I can't sew.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had to
Thanks, Carol.
call HSN and get my invoice to send to them. And so I'm waiting to hear back. Hopefully I'll hear something tomorrow. If not, you know me, I'll be calling back.
Right. And how old is the machine?
2 years old.
And they don't make it anymore?
No. And I said, do they not make it because things were happening and breaking on it? Well, they wouldn't tell me anyway, but she said they just didn't sell well.
You mean just that machine? Like they don't make any machines, or is that a certain machine? No machines.
No.
So what is the company then, Gemini? Or is it still in business?
Oh yeah, they make all kinds of really cool things as far as scrapbooking things, die cut machines, and things of that nature. Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they're based in the UK. But anyway.
Oh, Bell & Mac has one of those die cutting machines. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. No, a lot of their stuff is very, very good. But unfortunately, their sewing machines aren't.
Not so good.
So, yeah. So I'm at I'll have to take my loss and do something. But anyway, Daisha called today and people have been asking me. She finally got her appointment and she's going to have an open MRI and they're going to do a lot of different things. They're going to put a cap on her head and do a different brain waves. And he wants to check her carotid artery again and her heart, all the arteries, everything. I mean, he's got all kinds of tests he's doing. And ironically, you will never guess what day she's having it done on.
The 17th?
Yep.
Oh wow. I have to go on the 17th too for my ultrasound on my right breast.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
So I said, well, I said that is ironic to say the least. But I thought, well, maybe she's looking down going, it's going to be okay. Isn't that bizarre?
Yeah. Yeah.
It just blew my mind because she called and she goes, you're not going to believe this. And, so I thought, well, I'm just sure she's going to be fine. But I wanted to let everyone know that that's when it is.
Okay, we'll be praying for her.
We'll be praying for that.
Mm-hmm.
And so now you have to go back. Now I had to do that too, like I told you. And it's weird, but it seems like a lot of times with women, it's that stupid left breast.
No, it's
mine.
No, it's my right.
Oh, it's your right.
Yeah. So the last time, I think the last time it was my left, but the last time it was mammograms that I had to go back for. This one, the mammogram was okay, and then now it's the sonogram, which I would rather have a sonogram because you're not exposed to any more radiation. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah. So hopefully it's nothing, and then it's
I'm sure it's not because I have the same problem you do with the density.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same situation.
So we got that, and then Friday is the biopsy thing. I really do just want to get it done now because I'm just under the thing that I'm going to go there, and if I don't feel relaxed, I'm out of there. So this better work. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're talking about your thyroid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be in that horrendous pain that I was last time and just toughing it out. And there's just like a tear coming from my eye because I'm like not moving or anything. I'm not going to put myself in that. If that Valium doesn't like relax down, we said, you're going to have to do something else.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
I don't blame
because
you.
this is not. First, I can't even have anybody in there with me, and then,
You're right.
you know,
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, we're the 21st century. Come on. I mean, you can't give me
yeah,
something to relax me enough to,
this is
you know what
ridiculous.
I'm
It
saying?
is. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you there.
And they're saying something like, I still can't get a straight answer. Like, because you have to stay still. Like, what do they think you're going to be moving, like twisting all around if you're asleep or something? Couldn't they, if they put you to sleep, could they could actually stabilize your
Sure.
neck and something, right, or your head?
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't understand why they have to do that.
Yeah. No, we'll all be praying for that too.
Carol, I get it on the 30th. Jimmy gets his on the 21st.
Cool. And you got your cooking segment all situated. It's at 1 o'clock your time.
Yeah,
Eastern.
1 o'clock. Yep. And I think what we're gonna do is we're each gonna do our own take on the same thing.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, it should be.
That's going to be cool on Sunday.
They did give me Valium. Yeah, they did give me Valium on Sunday. They gave me one Valium right here.
Okay.
Regina said it's 5. It's very small dose. I think it's 5 milligrams. And did you check out that Farrow thing?
No.
Oh,
What's that about?
Mia Farrow and Woody Allen. It's on HBO.
Oh, no. Is it about their life together?
Yeah,
Wasn't
and
he a
about
freak?
what happened and all that stuff. And
All I remember is he married his daughter, didn't he?
no,
I mean,
he
adopted
married
daughter?
her adopted daughter. He wasn't her father. Andre Previn was the
Oh.
adoptive father on that, but he, yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't. I will.
And I was trying to see, did they have? Because my daughter said that they adopted kids. Let me see, because he's still with her. I mean, that's.
Wow. How's Anna Patty? Did you hear?
I heard last night that she was doing better.
Okay.
Let's see here. Previn married Alan in Venice December 22nd of 1997. They have adopted 2 daughters together. Okay. Beckett, Dumaine Allen, and Manzi Teo Allen. According to Previn's longtime friends, Previn has devoted her adulthood to being a wife and stay-at-home mother. And they reside on Manhattan's Upper East Side.
Is it a documentary?
Yes, but it's Mia Farrow has her hand in it, so it's
Oh,
it's going to be biased towards her, but
right.
yeah. And did you hear Pierce Morgan he was outspoken on that Meghan Markle thing, and then he resigned, and now some are saying he's fired. I don't know what's going on with that whole thing.
Oh, wow. No, I heard something. He said something. I did not hear him speak, but you listened to it?
Well, no, I just heard a little clip of it, and he said he was like furious that, she was just basically ranting about them for, that period of time.
Right. Yeah. Well, I think they all knew they were going to be opening up a huge Pandora's box by doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? Where's Scooter Monroe?
I don't know. I haven't, I saw her earlier in something, but I don't know where she is now. How old is Woody? Woody Allen has to be 80 years old, right?
Oh, yeah, easy.
I wonder how old their kids are now.
Well, the daughter has to be.
Well, it was
late
1992 when the whole thing went down. 1992, so he's this 29 years ago. And she was, so she says, let's say she was 20 and it's 30. No. What am I talking about?
Did they have kids together?
How about they adopted 2 kids. Wait a second. Oh, wait a second. That would make sense because she was how old when that went down? She was 20?
I think so. She was young.
So she'd be like 48 years old now or something.
Yeah, that's what I thought. She'd have to be at least.
That's crazy. And he'd have to be, let me see, Woody Allen is how old?
At least mid to late 70s, early 80s, I would think.
I thought he was 82. He's 85 years old.
Oh.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
I just can't even imagine.
1930. He was born in 1935. He's 85. That's crazy. 85, and she is 50 years old.
Wow. I don't know.
Why did I think she was so...
And you say that they adopted a couple kids?
So he's 35. Yeah, they adopted 2 kids. But I'm trying to figure out how old the 2 kids are now.
Oh, Nana Patty's on here.
Oh, hi, Nana Penny. Oh, they do have a response to the HBO thing. It says Woody Allen and Sunyi Previn respond to HBO's documentary. It says they are denying the allegations raised in the new HBO documentary, Allen vs. Farrow. The filmmaker and his wife have released a statement on Sunday about the docuseries debut, staunchly rejecting the claims and the veracity at the documentary itself. These documentarians had no interest in the truth, claims the joint statement released to Entertainment Tonight by a spokesperson for the couple. Instead, they spent years surreptitiously collaborating with the Farrows and their enablers to put together a hatchet job riddled with falsehoods. The statement claims that Allen and Previn were approached less than 2 months ago and given only a matter of days to respond. Of course, they declined to do so. As she has been known for decades, these allegations are categorically false. Multiple agencies investigated them at the time and found that whatever Dylan Farrow may have been led to believe, absolutely no abuse had ever taken place. The statement continues. It is sadly unsurprising that the network to air this is HBO, which has a standing production deal and business relationship with Ronan Farrow. While this shoddy hit piece may gain attention, it does not change the facts. The statement goes on. Allen versus Farrow explores Dylan Farrow's essay of allegations against her adoptive father. The 4-part docuseries from investigative filmmakers Kirby Dick, Amy Ziering, and Amy Hurdy reveals the private story behind one of Hollywood's most notorious public scandals involving the director of films like Annie Hall, Manhattan, and Midnight in Paris. Allen and actress Mia Farrow were in a relationship for 12 years, from 1980 to 1992, and during that time, the 2 adopted Dylan and Moses and had 1 biological child, Ronan, together. Additionally, Farrow had 3 other biological children with her ex-husband, Andre Previn, and 3 adopted children, including Sunyi Previn. Farrow later adopted 5 more children. The director was accused of essaying the then 7-year-old Dylan in Farrow's Connecticut home in August of 1992. So it was... See, that's so weird. Okay, so that's what it was. She accused him, and because August, that's when I was pregnant with that thing. This reportedly happened 7 months after Farrow learned that Allen was having a romantic relationship with Sunyi. Later that month, their relationship went public around the same time as the Connecticut State Police announced it was investigating Dylan's allegations. While the state attorney did not press charges, local law enforcement referred the case to the Yale New Haven Hospital, which concluded that Allen had not abused Dylan and that her allegations were likely influenced by her mother. Meanwhile, Allen and Farrow's relationship has completely devolved, and with the claims her father scrutinized in court during a contentious 1993 custody battle. In 97, Alan married Soon-Yi, and the couple has since adopted 2 children together. Let's see. Controversy surrounding Alan picked up again 2 decades later when Dylan spoke to Vanity Fair and then followed up with these comments in an open letter in the New York Times. Meanwhile, Alan has continuously denied allegations, with only recently speaking out publicly in an op-ed for the New York Times and issuing a statement to CBS this morning. And Soon-Yi has only spoken once, given a rare interview to New York Magazine in 2018. The first of the 4-part series premiered on Sunday, and subsequent. So there's one other one dropping. I think the last one dropped Sunday, but I have to watch the second and third.
That would be so weird, knowing your daughter was with. Oh, I just don't know how you wrap your head around that one. Weird. That's weird.
It is. It is.
So you're going to go shopping tomorrow on your road trip?
Yeah. That's what I was trying to see, if there's even a Dollar Tree up there. Because I don't even remember if there was. If there was, let me see. Should be. Gosh, I remember I used to go there. There's so many little things that I remember from there. Is that where we went to the... Gosh, I used to go to that town all the time. And now I'm trying to remember if there was... the Friendlies was there or not. I remember my back was so bad because that was after I had Luke, and I couldn't even... I get out of the car, I couldn't even walk because I slipped like a... I had a disc problem then for like 6 hours. I was in the worst pain. Oh my gosh, I felt like I was 90 years old. My daughter thought I was kidding all the time.
She what?
She thought I was kidding. She thought like I couldn't straighten up. Like I'm not. And so we went to Friendlies or something, and I remember I couldn't get out of the seat, and Michael and Alexandra were there, and I had the baby in the little car seat, and then we had Ethan, and I'm like, could I get some help here? And she's like, oh, I thought you were kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, yeah, I'm joking around.
How'd you finally get it taken care of?
I got the Back to Life machine, but if I go back to my old Facebook posts, I was like in excruciating pain. I couldn't sit down. I had to either lay on my side or stand. And when I had to get in the car, when it came to get out of the car, I couldn't even like straighten up. It was horrendous.
Yeah,
something must have with the labor or something. It did something. I had a disc that was, but it really did a number on it. And then I got the Back to Life thing, and that saved me. Okay, let me see here. Let me see if they have one. Please have one. Oh, they do have one, I believe. Yes, they do.
Did you talk to Lisa today?
Mm-hmm.
How's she doing? Oh, yeah, because you had to have your call.
Yeah, she's doing good. So they have one. I wonder where that is. See the outside of it.
I think I'm going to get that felt book that she was showing us.
Oh, look. Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that.
For corn's sake.
It came when I was on the call with her.
No. Open up the pages because I want to see up close because I can see it really good. Because I have it in my Amazon box. Oh. Look. Oh, look. How cute. Oh, no. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
How cute is that?
I know.
Did you go through it already?
No, I really haven't had time, and you just reminded me about it because I was trying to show it to her, and then we were on the flight, and I didn't get to, and then it was like crazy. Then I took a walk around the lake. I did a lot today. I did the recipe. There's the
Oh, how cute. Okay, I'm getting it for sure.
See the little cat?
For sure.
The little ball there.
I was watching a video today on felting, and she used, those foam eggs. They're made out of foam.
Yeah.
Oh, how cute. and she made some kind of little animal. But you could use the egg as a form for a lot of things, to build off of.
Right. Look at this little purple bunny.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Looking at the moon.
Is Moo going to start making them?
Oh, look at this one. These bunnies.
Oh, I love
They
them.
look like a little nut brown here.
Well, you'll whip those up in no time. I mean, look at your little animals you've made already.
Oh, please.
Let's not forget my wonderful ladybug.
But no, then you made a flower or something.
Yeah, I did. I'm gonna finish my bee.
And they even have some with wire. I guess it says.
Oh, really?
It says working with wire. I don't know what they mean by that. I'm trying to see. I think they're just. I don't know what they're doing with the wire. Working with wire. Oh my gosh! Look at this. I'm glad my daughter's coming up because she can knit too. Look this. They have sweaters.
My gosh,
they have knitted
cute.
sweaters on, and that one is knitting.
Oh my gosh, I love it. And I don't like mice, but I like that.
They have little clothes on them. And then they
When
have
is she
these.
coming up?
They have faces. The whole first week of April. Look at that. They have faces.
Oh, I like that. So she's staying for the week?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yep. Yepers.
Boyfriend coming?
No, just her. That's it. She hasn't been up in a long time. She'll just sit here and probably binge watch stuff and relax. And they have a bunch of stuff back here. So.
Well, cool. So you have a busy day tomorrow, too.
Yeah, I know. What are you doing? Oh, you're working tomorrow?
No, tomorrow's Wednesday.
Oh, tomorrow's Wednesday.
Yeah, no, and don't rush it, okay? I'm going to just work on a couple of videos and get them filmed and then try to get a little bit more of the house done.
Yeah, I don't know. I made these flowers for these bunnies that I know that I have, and of course I can't find them right now. And
Don't you hate that?
thought for sure I knew where they were, but then I found like other stuff, and I'm still missing like the boxes that I took Christmas stuff out of and put stuff that's there and told Jimmy when you bring out, But I was down in the basement doing stuff, so we'll see what happens.
You'll be glad when you get your craft room together.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. So they do have a Dollar Tree over there. Let's see what that's like. Who knows? Maybe.
So do you have plans for what you're going to do when your daughter's there? Any plans?
It depends on the weather. And usually,
Yeah.
Usually she just likes to just chill out and
Yeah.
go for walks around the lake. Maybe we'll probably go shopping one day, but she's just likes to be here
Chill.
like with the dogs and maybe go. I don't know. It depends on the weather. Is that she'll want to go to the alpaca farm if it's nice. She always toys about buying an alpaca because you can buy it and have it just stay there, and then you get the yarn, the wool from it.
Oh, okay.
And I always want her to do it because we could go up there and walk the alpaca and stuff.
So you know what? Maybe she could do a segment on felting
Yeah.
since she's a pro.
That's
She
what I'm
could probably
saying. That's what
really
I'm
give some
saying.
good
I
pointers.
that's what I'd like to. I'm going to tell her to bring her felting stuff, and see if she can do that one, like with the little sweater, that's knitting.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll order that. And I'm going to order some different colors of wool
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because I just have those basic,
Right. Yeah. And then what else did I have to get? I got that. My sauce is coming tomorrow, but I won't be able to do the taste test until Thursday. And then I don't know what else I had to do. A bunch of organizing.
I can't wait for you to taste it. I want your opinion.
I know. Where's the? I can't find the live chat.
But if it's anything like, tell me your secrets.
My daughter would say, like, I don't know. But this Lana thing is so crazy. I can't imagine if they are still with her tomorrow morning. If they don't give her walking papers, I don't know what to tell you.
Now, who are you talking about?
About that Lana, that freaking website. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call that attorney tomorrow and ask him if he's endorsing that. I just want to know, are you endorsing that website? Because I heard your firm is endorsing the website. And I guarantee you, they'll be like, "What website?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?"
Woman, what are you talking about?
Oh, that crazy woman. She's crazy. Don't you know that? No.
Now I'm excited. I hope that your daughter will do that because that would be cool.
Yeah, I'll have to send her a picture of it and tell her to bring her stuff.
Kids don't go to school tomorrow, right?
No. Nope. So, what else? Pharaoh and Alan lived in different times. They were very odd ducks. This age says, do it. What am I doing? Yes, do. Oh, calling the lawyer. Yeah, I am going to call the lawyer. Sharon Martin, I'm trying to lure them in. Kept my door open. It's freezing cold. Who are you trying to lure in? Ducks? Who's she trying to lure in?
Maybe ducks.
Who are you luring in, Lisa? You like that show, Davida Lane? Oh, she watched all the episodes, and there are more twists. Nana Patty watched the whole thing.
She watched the whole thing. Now I still have those two because I don't want it to end.
Really?
Yeah. Because I binge watched so many of them all in one day, and then I thought, oh, I want to wait. You know how you see something and you want to kind of savor
Yeah. Or it's worse when you think there's a lot more and you're watching.
Yes.
And you're like, that's it.
Yes.
Yeah, and then that's a real letdown because you didn't even know that was it. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that.
Me too.
Julie W. said she liked it too. I know Kubi really liked it as she got into it.
I'm going to finish this Mia versus... I'm going to watch one more episode tonight, and then the guy keeps coming around. He is so nice looking. Oh, the guy that keeps coming around, you're trying to lure him in? Oh, boy.
Did you watch the end of Sister Wives?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I had it on. It wasn't really... What was it really?
Who doesn't she trust? Because I didn't get to see it.
I don't know either. I was watching it. I'm like, is that the end? Because it was just, it was basically her and Robin sitting around in her house, and she got cold, got socks and a sweater. I saw all that.
I'm trying to figure out who she doesn't trust.
I was very uneventful. I felt like, and then I'm like, wait, is that the end? And I'm just like, I don't know. I must have missed something. It just feels like I had to have missed something because I don't know. But it seems stupid.
So tonight now you're going to get in your chair.
Yeah, and then I'm going to probably watch that Pharaoh thing.
Yeah.
Though last night, oh God, scares me, gosh. That I was falling asleep in the chair.
Yeah.
I was falling asleep in it and then like waking up in a startling, like, where am I? You know, like one of those. And then I was thinking, like, why can't I just sleep here? But then, no, I couldn't. I feel like I couldn't sleep there. I didn't know what to do.
Because that has heat, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you stay warm in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at her, yeah. As I'm sitting here.
It has heat, and it's very cozy. And then you can go in the zero gravity. And, but I felt like I was like, I don't know, just like in another realm. Like I didn't know where I was. It was weird. Hi, Julie W. And But
I have a headache. I've had a headache all day that's been coming and going over my eyes.
oh, really?
Ugh.
Sinus? Is that's usually sinuses right here?
Yeah.
That's usually your sinuses, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, you could probably get in a early night tonight. Well,
yeah.
It's not really for you. What is it, 1?
It's 1:42. I'll sign off by 2 o'clock, but and then I'll watch that. Then I will, because I'll be back like 11 something, because I'm going to leave this on.
Right.
So that my internet stays connected, which I can't believe I didn't find that out before, because I could have taken you guys on a lot of really good rides. It used to always buffer.
Well, that's cool that you're able to do that.
Yeah, with the Zoom. For some reason, the Zoom doesn't disconnect the way YouTube would.
That's cool.
It is cool. And what was the other thing?
Nothing else, huh?
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. No. Keep getting this weird inkling I'm hurry up, check for the dog. I'm the dog's gonna be there.
I was just gonna ask you. That is bizarre.
Yeah, no, I keep getting this inkling
No joke.
hurry up, check for someone. But and I always think oh my gosh, am I supposed to, because that's happened to me before, but I checked.
I was just gonna say, have you been looking for the? And you said that.
You know what I find? If you don't, it's very hard to find. If they're not on the AKC site, there's not a lot of Craigslist, of course, can't list puppies, but I don't know. I used to find them just because they don't have to be AKC for me or anything, but I can't even find listings anywhere other than that. And because on Facebook, there's so many scams.
Yeah, you have to be very leery of those.
Yeah, I don't understand. I'm just going to take a look at Desi's breeder. But
And people are saying prayers for Danielle's dad.
oh, really? Oh, wait, wasn't her dad in the hospital? But then he was home.
Yeah,
right?
I'm trying to go back. Yeah, I'm trying to go back to see.
Did he go back
my dad
in?
has to have a stent done for clogged artery put in tomorrow morning.
Oh, prayers for your
We'll
dad.
be praying.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be fine. Danielle, Mark, my husband, he was 99% blocked.
Wow.
Yeah. And the doctor had me come in and showed me the whatever they did, sonogram, whatever you want to call it. And you could see the blood flowing, and it was like a freeway. And then all of a sudden, boom, it just stopped. And he goes, that is the blockage he had. And he waited so long. He said, if he had waited any longer, so your dad is going to be fine. If Mark can be 99% blocked and they put all those stents in his arteries, your dad's going to be fine. Don't worry, because he's still kicking.
Yeah. Wow. Did he have a heart attack?
No, he, it was a weekend 5 years ago, I guess it was now. And he was going to mow the lawn. And so he came in and he goes, I keep getting out of breath when I go out to mow the lawn. And I said, well, what do you think it is? I didn't know, maybe if he was getting congested with a cold or something. And he goes, no, I've noticed it now for a couple days. He goes, when I start to walk up the stairs, he said, I get so out of breath, I can't hardly go up the stairs. And I said, well, do you think you need to go to the emergency room? I said, I can drive you. And he goes, no, because it was Friday. He goes, no, he said, I'm going to wait. He goes, I don't want to go on the weekend because you have to wait and wait and wait. And I go, are you kidding me? I go, you're telling me you can't breathe if you walk up the stairs and you're not going to go? And so I, kept trying to get him to go. And he goes, I'm not going until Monday. And that's it. And I said, okay, fine. And he did not go until Monday. And they took him right in because they tried the treadmill with him. And as soon as they tried the treadmill, because I was in there, and they said, you need to get off right away. And they took him right. And the doctor said, I can't believe he waited. He goes, if he had waited any longer. I mean, when you have signs like that, and then you keep saying, I think I'll wait until Monday. It's amazing that I get so irritated. But yeah, no, and he's fine. He had a bunch of stents put in, but he's fine. So I'm sure her dad will be fine, because I'm sure her dad probably wasn't like Mark. And it's easy. I mean, it's a very, he had to stay overnight after they put it in, but he did fine. So I'm sure her dad will be fine.
Right.
Oh, Lori said she watched the women. Did you watch those women fighting? Did you see what I sent you?
No, you know what I checked? No. I did check it out, and what I got was a Twitter feed with no women fighting.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, honey. Well, then just go to, I must have sent something different.
Yeah.
Go to just on your toolbar, Bath and Body Brawl. That's all you got to put, and all kinds of stuff will come up. It's crazy. But that one chick that worked there, man, she got her down in no time flat.
Oh my gosh. And what was it? What were they fighting over?
Okay, watch
line cutting. It was over line cutting?
Oh, is that what it was?
That's what it says. I'm watching it on mute, so I'll tell you what it looks like. It's not on. It's showing an ad first.
Oh, Sharon Martin said, my dear friend's husband just died from 100% blockage. He was the picture of health. Died while riding his bike. No symptoms at all.
Oh my gosh.
Just dropped dead. Still attached to his bike. She's heartbroken. Oh, God bless her.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, no, Mark had symptoms and he just ignored it. But I am sorry for your friend, Sharon.
I don't understand what's happening here. What is that woman wearing?
What?
She's wearing like a tube top and shorts. You didn't see that, Tavita?
In the Bath and Body?
Am I watching the right one?
I don't know.
It says, video shows customers, employees brawl in Arizona Bath and Body Works.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, well, you didn't see the lady wearing a tube top and black shorts?
Oh, I guess I was so involved in the
Well, she was one of them. They were almost ripping the freaking tube top off.
I'll have to watch.
You have to. That's what I was focused on. I'm like, what is she wearing?
I was focused on the one putting her to the ground.
Wow, I have to watch that again because I'm not even sure. That was all about cutting the line?
Isn't that crazy?
I'm going to try to watch another clip. Let me see.
Oh, Danielle said, yes, he's out of breath and didn't feel well. He's going to be fine, Danielle.
Let me see. Oh my gosh, these. Okay, skip. Here we go. So they're throwing stuff around. These two are. Oh my gosh, what the hell is. But it's 2 workers going after this woman. 4 workers going after her. Why are they going after her?
Well, I think she's the one. I'm assuming, I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming she's the one that was causing the problems, and maybe she got belligerent.
Oh my
and
gosh!
Tried to go after one of them.
Oh my gosh! Those ladies look nuts.
I'm telling you.
No, but I mean the workers look nuts. The way
that's what I mean. When they got her down, did you see the way that one got her by? I don't know.
She grabbed her and she took her and threw her.
Yeah.
And then they all started getting on top of her, and this was a little woman. And these were all big workers. And see, the other one with the tube top tries to get one of the workers off of her.
I didn't see. I'll have to look back. I didn't see the tube top.
And they're like whacking her around. Now a guy's getting involved. What the hell? That looks nuts. Were there charges filed in this?
There probably was.
Two unidentified women were charged Saturday after a customer disagreement in a Scottsdale. That's where my cousins live. Hey, we got Scottsdale. We've got, what's his name here? He's here. Is Jeffrey. Is he here tonight?
Oh, Jeffrey. Yeah, I think he is.
Do you know about this, Jeffrey? Bath & Body Works turned into a brawl with employees. The disagreement started over someone cutting in line and was not mask or race related, said Sergeant Kevin Kwan, a spokesperson for the Scottsdale Police Department. The exchange got heated after one woman got too close to another woman who had a child with her, said Genevieve Denslow, who shared a video of the fight with the Arizona Republic. I was shopping and I heard all the arguing, so I went to that part of the store. The lady in black threw a bag at the African American lady, and that's when all the pushing and hitting started. Denslow video went viral, and at 6 p.m. Sunday had 8.5 million views. A different video of the incident begins with a verbal fight is already happening. The employees can be seen telling a woman to leave. A second woman walks up and begins yelling at her, and a third calls her trailer park trash. The employees try then to separate the women. The second woman throws a bag at the third, hitting an employee's face, starting a fight, while an employee again tries to get the first woman to leave and pushes her away from the fight, and that woman rips off the employee's mask and grabs her hair. As the first woman is pulling the employee's hair, a second woman runs over and pulls the first woman down by the neck. At one point, at least 4 employees and 2 customers are seen wrestling and fighting. Security is not seen at any point in several videos of the fight. 2 female suspects have been criminally charged in the altercation, Kwan said, and the Scottsdale police did not identify which 2 were charged. Bath & Body Works deferred a request for comment to the parent company, and they did not immediately respond. Despite police and witnesses saying the fight was not about masks, somebody have said Bath & Body Works are being put in danger by the requirement that they enforce mask mandates. Oh, okay, they used it for that. I don't know. That's weird. I still don't get really what happened. It's very...
Isn't that weird, though? I mean, I couldn't get over that one chick. I mean, I was like, were you a wrestler or something at one time? The way she got her by the neck and just
I don't know how they all got down on the floor like that.
Yeah. So I wonder if she got fired.
It's crazy.
Because you're really not supposed to touch a patron of a store. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what might have happened to them. Yeah, that's crazy.
It is. It is. I don't.
You never know. Every morning you go on to social media, you don't know what you're going to see anymore.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. So weird. All right. I guess.
Okay. Bye, guys. See you later.
You are in Scottsdale, Kubi. You're in Scottsdale too, Kubi. Why do I keep forgetting that?
Oh, I forgot Kubi is too.
I know. I keep thinking she's in New Mexico. I don't know what is wrong. Jeffrey says, I think it was the one in Fashion Square. Kubi, do you know anything about it? You know about Fashion Square? That's your mall? Oh, gosh. It all happened so fast, Jeffrey. You weren't there, Kubi. Where did it happen? Just ask Jeffrey. He said some Fashion Square in Scottsdale. But see if you can find out some scoop on that, Kubi. All right, Vanessa, everybody, thank you. Got prayers for Nana Patty, prayers for Danielle's father and everyone else. And God bless. Stay well. Thank you to the moderators. Thanks to Vita for coming up by. Love you guys. Talk to you tomorrow. I'll see you earlier tomorrow than usual. Hopefully, God willing. Bye. Love you.
Bye. Love you.
Bye. Bye, everybody. Goodbye.